What was school like for you when you were a kid?
It was vastly different to what it is today. We walked to school to start with. We didn't get taken in a bus. We had to walk. And we were close enough that we could walk home for dinner. We went over the Miller's Flat Bridge. I didn't like that bridge. I didn't like that river at all. And I still don't. We had neighbours where there were 3 boys, and there was our family, and the verges on the side of the road of grass were quite wide. And of course, you've got to remember, I'm nearly 95, and at that stage there weren't many cars on the road, so we used to play cricket on the side of the road. And do you know what we had for wickets? Kerosene tins, because people used kerosene in those days for their lamps to make light. They didn't have electricity in those days. So I didn't have a washing machine or anything like that. But of course you always knew when you were out, when the ball hit the tin, because it made a noise. That was quite fun. We used to play marbles. Have you ever played marbles? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was born in 1916. I'd start school when I was 5. That'd be 1921. And we had a bag to take to school in the morning, and we took our lesson books with us, and or we left our slate at school. Yes, it would be a slate pencil, they call it. Yeah, and you used to write on the slate. You could rub it on. I can remember my infant teacher, she always wore a long black skirt and white blouse, cardigan when she needed it, and she rode a bicycle. In the summer she wore a straw hat, and the crown was just round and flat topped. She had long hair, and of course they just sort of sat on the top of your head, more or less. I suppose they had elastic round the back to hold them on. When we used to go home for lunch at one stage, we used to skip. In the morning we took our skipping rope to school. I took our skipping rope to school and skipped there, but at lunchtime we didn't have a bag, you see, so we would skip all the way home and back for dinner. Because there weren't a lot of cars around on the road in those days. You used the 2 handle ones. We used to say skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and then we'd go fast, and that's pepper and salt. And you kept going to see how many you could do without tripping. It's quite fun actually, and it was very good in the winter. It kept you warm, kept you moving. In the school holidays, we had lots of picnics down at Judge Creek. Then there was this great big culvert that was over the road, and it was all smooth stone. All those stones were as smooth, they were water washed, smooth as could be. It didn't hurt your feet to walk on them or anything. And my brother used to get in there and he played the accordion. And it was lovely in there. I often think about it actually. But there was something about the music and the water when we were in that culvert. It was beautiful. It's one of the things, one of the highlights of my childhood, I think, going down there for those picnics. I feel as though I've lived in 2 worlds, the old one and the new one. And I think in lots of ways there's a lot of things I liked in the old world. New one's okay, but a bit fast for me. But I've enjoyed my life, and I still do.